Oh, look at this. Wow, look at this. Look at this meatloaf. It's got hot dogs in it. It's got eggs in it. It's got cheese in it. Oh man, look at all that goodness. I can't believe it. Oh. So good. If you want to learn how to make this, watch the video. Man, I'll tell you, this is really, really good. You're going to love this. Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. I know I am. So, hey, hopefully you're enjoying the content and everything else. If you're new here and this is your first time watching the channel, welcome. Hey, this channel is all about cooking, getting healthy, tips and tricks, product reviews, you name it, and we're trying to do it that if it helps you get healthy, we are. Hey, I just launched a website over there that's allensawesomeKetoWorld.com. Go over there and check out that website too. I am going to be putting the recipes that I do now on. I will be putting a link to that to the web page. So the web page, you can go over there, you can get the recipes. It makes it a little easier, I think. Hopefully, you let me know what you think, so that you can see whether it's actually beneficial or not. So rather than putting it down in the description, I think on the web page it's easier to copy it and post it over. So hey, I want to welcome, thanks all the returning subscribers as well. You guys really help me a lot, and really appreciate all that you do. You really help me, motivate me, keep me on track, really help me stay healthy as well. So anyway, so hopefully you if you're new, you give this a thumbs up. Hopefully you subscribe and hit that little bell icon. I think I'm actually finally getting to know that it's on this side over here now. All right, so so today we're going to do a cooking recipe. It's going to be the first time I'm making this cooking recipe, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see how I do. So bear with me as I go through it. It's a pretty simple recipe, nothing really complicated. It's a meatloaf. It's not just any meatloaf though. We're going to make a Filipino meatloaf, so it's called empatito. Tido. So excuse my language and my messing it all up and everything else. So I'm going to try to make this. I like to try new different things. Hopefully you do too. We're going to take this recipe. We've kind of keto-fied it, so we've made it keto so that we can enjoy it. I love trying new things. I love experiencing new things. So this is just part of that evolution of trying something new, something that you never had before, expanding your repertoire of foods and stuff of that nature. So hopefully you like it, like I say, and hopefully you're really interested in it. I think it's a great recipe. If you like meatloaf, it's a new spin on it. So it's just an added benefit to it. So it's got a couple of nuances to it that we don't have in our traditional meatloafs that we make today. So hopefully you kind of like it. So, and then maybe at some point in time we'll make a regular meatloaf, and then you can kind of make the two and kind of compare them, or we'll make the two and compare them. They're both really good. I've had this one before, but I've never cooked it before. My wife's usually the one that cooks it, so this will be the first time for me to cook it. So I'm going to adjust the camera here. We're going to put it down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. This should be a pretty quick video. It's a pretty simple recipe, but we'll see how I do at it. All right, so let's adjust the camera and then we'll come right back. All right, so here we go. So I have 1 pound of ground beef here. That's what we're going to use. You can use pork or beef. It's really up to you on how you want to do it. But in the meatloaf, I'm going to use this. I'm also going to use 1 egg. And that's the first thing I'm going to put in is that egg. It's 1 raw egg. We're going to put that in here. We're going to mix this up with the meat. Get it all mashed up and cooked in here. I'd probably use my hands right now if I had a pair of gloves, but I don't have any gloves right anymore, so I'm trying to... It's be a little more politically correct, so. So once the egg's mixed in pretty good, we're going to take a little bit of, this is Pink's Himalayan salt. We're going to use a little bit of that. We're going to use a little bit of black pepper. So if I start coughing, you know why? Because I'm using some black pepper in it. I'm going to put in a little garlic powder. We're going to put a little bit of onion in it, granulated onion. Again, you can season this whatever way you want, and you can put in the seasoning you want. We're going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper in to give it a little bit of a bite. Just a little bit. We're going to use some sugar-free ketchup. So I'm actually going to use this one. I guess it's this way, right? So we're going to use about a tablespoon in this. Now you can use the Primal Kitchen ketchup or anything you want. Then we're going to just kind of mix this all up. So once that's all mixed up, the other ingredients that are going to go in here, but we're not going to go do that. We're going to do it a little differently. So you see here, I actually have some Applegate hot dogs. So these are the hot dogs that we buy. There's one hot dog here cut in half. The Applegate is just beef and salt, and that's all there is in it. And there's nothing else in it. We got some peppers in here, and I have a couple of hard-boiled eggs. So that's the ingredient. The other ingredients we're going to use. I'm going to take this mixture here, and we're going to divide it in half. I'm going to put half on the tray. We're going to lay it flat. Kind of get a little squared off a little bit. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to do one at a time here. We're going to take one of the hot dogs and put it in here. We're going to take a couple pieces of the hard-boiled egg and put it in here. We're going to take some of the peppers and put them in here. Like so. And then we're going to try to roll this. Kind of like a Swiss roll. So think of it that way. So it's going to look like this. Kind of like this. So you see what it looks like? So if you've ever done a Swiss roll or anything like that, this is what it's going to look like. So So we're going to do this and make sure it's good and tight. And roll it up. Pull off the ends. All right, and then it's ready for the oven. All right, so I'm going to prepare the other one. You don't need to watch me do that one, and I got to warm up the oven as well. And then we'll come back when we're ready for the oven, and I'll show you the next step in that one. All right, here we go. We're going to put the filling on. We actually, I don't know if you noticed it, but we forgot to put the cheese on it, so we have to redo it a little bit. So we're going to put some cheese on here. Just a little bit of cheese, because we all love cheese, right? So we want a little bit of cheese in the filling in here. So we're going to do that. We're going to put the hot dog on here. We're going to put the hard-boiled eggs in here. Like so. We're going to put the peppers on here. Like so. And then we're going to roll this baby up and hopefully get everything in here. We're going to try to keep it nice and tight as we roll it. Try to really get it over there with that Swiss roll type of effect. Make sure all of the vegetables, make sure all of the ingredients are covered up really, really good. So that's what it will look like when after you rolled it. So again, just make sure we get it nice and tight. So we're going to actually kind of roll it in here, get this really nice and good, nice and tight. Close the ends off here. All right, so that's our empatito. So next is ready to go in the oven. I forgot to turn the oven on, so it's reheating, so we'll come back when we're ready to put it in the oven. All right, our ovens are ready. The embutidos, the Filipino meatloaves are ready to go. They kind of remind me of a burrito, a meat burrito. So so instead of having a shell, it has a meat shell. So we're gonna throw these in the oven. We're going to let them go for about 30 minutes. We'll come back in about 30 minutes and see how we're making out, see how they look. And I'm going to adjust the camera up here so you can actually see me. I know it's off a little bit. So anyway, this is a great time. If you're enjoying the video, if you like the video, a thumbs up. Hit that little subscribe button down below. Hit that little bell icon. And hopefully you're liking the content. And you have other suggestions, other things you'd like to see, please let me know in the comments down below. Hey, think about joining the membership. Hit the join button down below. Check out the benefits of becoming a member to the channel as well. I would really appreciate it. It's really beneficial and really helps me out a lot with some of the expenditures, as well as check out that website and some of the apparel too. I have a link down there for some apparel I've started as well, so some merchandise. So hopefully you go check those out and you'll think they're pretty cool. So anyway, hey, we'll come back in about 30 minutes or about 2 seconds in YouTube land and come back and see how these meatloafs come out. All right, I'll talk to you in a sec. All right, these are done. I'm gonna bend down here. Actually, I'm not gonna bend down. I'm just gonna get those out of the oven. Show you what they look like, kinda. I don't know whether you can really see anything other than 30 minutes is done, and they don't look much different because they're inside of the container. So we're gonna let this cool for about 15 minutes or so, and then we're gonna take one of them out, and we're actually gonna cut into it and do a taste test. All right. Again, great time to like and subscribe. So. Think about it, so it would really help the channel out. We'll come back in a minute and we'll cut one of these suckers up and give it a taste test. All right, so I took these off and I started unwrapping them a little bit. I'm gonna roll these off onto the plate and try not to kill them. That way there you can kind of see what they look like. I'll throw this in the sink. This one as well. So that's what they come out looking like. I know I put this up on top of a box just because I wanted it up higher. The camera, I couldn't kind of seem, I didn't want to go too far back. So I know it's kind of ghetto, but hey, you know, it's real time, real world. So let me cut one of these in half. These are probably still really hot. I'll show you what it looks like inside. So that's what they look like inside. The hot dog and all right, we're gonna come back in a minute and let these cool a little bit more. I think they're just a little bit too hot to eat, and then try them. But at least you see what they look like. All right, so we'll come back in a second. All right, it's time for the taste test. Da 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 da. So I cut off a piece. That's what it looks like. You can see the pepper in there. You can see the hot dog in there. You can see the cheese in there. You can see the egg in there. Oh man. So again, I put a little bit of the sugar-free ketchup on the top just to kind of add to it a little bit. I will tell you that with the hamburger being rolled up in the aluminum foil, it kept it nice and moist. So it didn't dry out at all being in the oven and baked. That's really, really good. That's really, really good. Some of my favorite things in there, I love peppers, I love the eggs, I love the cheese. It's all good, man. No, it's all really, really good. Wow, that's fantastic. Going in for another bite. Wow. That's a thumbs up. So that's really, really good. It came out really, really good. Much better than I thought it would. Especially seeing how it was my first time doing it. And I know I have somebody behind the camera that's helping me a little bit, so I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. But hey, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon. I haven't put this into Carb Manager yet, so I will put the all of the carbs up in here, but I would imagine it's pretty low because the beef is 0, the hot dog is 0, the egg is less than 1, and the peppers is probably, because you're only using such a little amount, a couple of tiny pieces of it, it can't be very much of either, and then the cheese is going to be close to 0 as well. So there can't be many carbs in it. I will put all that information up here though, so that you can see it and you can look at it. And again, this is a great recipe. Try new stuff, try new things. You'll really appreciate it. I'm telling you, you'll really enjoy it. Again, we made 2 of them. Like I said, we made 2 of them. We'll have one for dinner tonight, and then we'll have the other one probably one time during the week. So we'll get 2 meals out of it, which is a really, really good thing, right? With today's prices and everything else. So, so we actually get 2 meals apiece, right? 2 meals tonight and 2 meals tomorrow night. Or not tomorrow night, probably the next night. But anyway, trying to cut costs, trying to prepare for the week so that you have some really good meal prepping for the week as well. So hey, any suggestions you have, let me know down in the membership. Hey, if you go down there and check out some of those membership benefits, one of the membership benefits is that you guys get to tell me what you want to see cooked. So You tell me what you want to see cooked. Is it another meatloaf? Is it some Keto Chow stuff? Is it a dessert? Is it another dinner? You know, and the members kind of are going to dictate some of that stuff. We are also going to do another giveaway at the end of the month for members only. So if you'd like to be in the drawing for that prize, go down there and click on that membership button. I'd be really, really grateful. As well as if you'd like shout outs and stuff of that nature, it's another way to get more exposure as well. So hey, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I want you guys to remember that you guys are awesome, and I will talk to you soon.